Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pre-lab video for the metals reactivity lab. You're going to have a test tube rack with 5 test tubes. You're going to have a small 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. Every 2 stations is going to have a waste beaker to put your waste in, a distilled water wash bottle, a scoopula. You'll need to get a wooden splint for the end of the lab. You'll have a striker, Bunsen burner, and then every station is going to have a small cup of magnesium filings, and then some hydrochloric acid and a barrel pipette. This is a barrel pipette. All right, so you're going to read the instructions on in the lab, which calls for 2 to 3 milliliters of water and hydrochloric acid. So I'm going to use 2 milliliters of water. Now normally I'm going to bring that up to my face, okay, so I can see it. About 2 milliliters. I'm going to squirt it in there, and you got 2 milliliters of water. You're going to put that into test tubes 1 and 2. Then you're going to put the water away, and you're going to do the same thing with the hydrochloric acid. So you'll have the hydrochloric acid. If you get it on your skin, all you need to do is rinse it off. Be sure that you wear eye protection at all times. And you'll put hydrochloric acid in test tubes 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip test tube 4 for the moment. And I'm going to put this into test tube 5. All right. Now, the amount of magnesium that you need to use is small. Basically, the end of the scoopula, okay? So you can see, put my hand behind it, you can see that's basically just like the size, less than the size of the fingernail on my pinky finger, okay? And then you're going to dump it in. I'm putting it in the water one. And you'll let it sit there. You'll make your observations, okay? And then you'll do the same thing. Dump it into the hydrochloric acid one. If you use more than the 2 milliliters, you will end up having to clean up a mess, okay? And that's on you. Now, at the end of the laboratory, you've got hydrochloric acid here in this 5th beaker, or excuse me, test tube. I'm going to turn on the Bunsen burner. There we go. And it's going to take 2 people to do this, okay? I'm just one, so I'll do my best. It's going to take 2 people to do this. You've got hydrochloric acid in here. One of the 2 partners is going to get some more of the magnesium. And remember, you don't need much, you just need a small amount. That partner is going to dump the magnesium in at the same time as the other partner puts a lit splint into the test tube. Now, I don't want to spoil your surprise, so I am not actually going to use magnesium when I demonstrate this. I am going to use some calcium carbonate. So this is not what you will be using. You will be using magnesium. Okay, now because I'm only one person, I'm going to switch to my left hand there. I'm just going to have the end of a spatula full. I'm going to get ready to dump it in. I'm going to set the flame, the wooden splint, on fire. I'm going to dump this in. It's going to make some bubbles. And then I'm going to insert my wooden splint into the test tube. Now, you didn't see much there. You'll see something very different. At the end, you're going to have a wooden splint that's black. I do not want that thrown in the trash. You can start a fire, okay? I want that black wooden splint put into the waste beaker. At the end, when you're completely finished, you can dump things into the waste beaker, and then just give them a rinse in the sink. If there's anything that is sticking to your test tube, just use one of the test tube brushes at your sink, give it a quick brush, and put your test tubes back in the rack. All done and ready for the next students. Good luck.